Now coming to flashing it, as you can see I have here like in the Lineage OS 18.14 GF session. You can watch the video here. I will be giving the card, and with this ROM I am going into the Derpfest latest Android 12 build, and let's see whether advanced restart button is there or not. No, you need to manually do it. First power off. Then press the volume up button and press the power button, both same. Once the smartphone booted, leave the power button and continuously press the volume up button. You will go into the recovery. I am using here the Orange Fox recovery. If you want to, you can use any other recovery like Pitch Black recovery or anything, and make sure you downloaded the proper ROM file and firmware and everything related to Violet only, such that you won't get any problem. Also use the latest recovery, hence you won't notice any problem while flashing any ROM. And now go into the wipe, advanced wipe section present here. Select Dalvik Cache System Vendor Data, swipe to wipe. Later go into the files here, select the where you have downloaded ROM zip file and firmware. First you need to flash the firmware. I am using here latest firmware 12.5.1 global firmware. As you can see, swipe to flash. Later then select the ROM file Derpfest 12. As you can see, swipe to flash. As you can see, this is the Derpfest version 12 based on Android 12. This is the latest build. November 23 is the build date. It takes a little bit of time to flash the ROM. You should wait. Don't press anything. As you can see, it's getting flashed. After this, many people ask about this, should we flash the FDcrypt or not? It depends upon you guys. If you want to be encrypted, then no need to flash FDcrypt, but you need to format data and press YES and then reboot the system. If you want to be decrypted, then only you need to flash the FDcrypt file. As you can see, I am flashing here FDcrypt. It's present here, and swipe to flash. Done. That's all guys. Flashing ROM is simple. Now go into the settings and reboot to system. That's if you want to, you can even root also by flashing the Magisk Manager. I am here showing general one. If you want, you can root the smartphone using the Magisk Manager, and later you need to install the Magisk Manager app also. Use the latest one always in order to get proper applications. And this is the Derpfest logo. It takes a little bit of time first to boot. Later you can easily use the ROM. Okay, as you can see, it's booted. It took like 5 minutes. First thing is there is a crash in the app. Don't worry, ignore that and press get started. Hey, welcome back again guys. This is Sampath watching Sampath Samfx YouTube channel, and this is the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and this is the Derpfest Android 12 based on Android 12. As you can see, this is the November 5th 2021, and the kernel used here is 4.14.190 Excalibur Plus kernel, and this is the latest November 23 build, and CLNX status is M4 This is the Derpfest ROM on this Redmi Note 7 Pro, and just run the CPU throttling test. As you can see, the performance is okay, not a problem, but the best thing in this ROM is the customization. Battery life is also not that good, and even the performance is not that good, but the customization with Android 12, this is the first time I am seeing this much of customization in this Redmi Note 7 Pro with Android 12 builds. And if you're first time to this channel, hit the subscribe down below and also all of the bell notification by pressing the bell icon. And let's move into the video. And this the quick settings panel. Get plenty of options are available. You need to drag to enable those things. and you will get Google Go camera as a pre-installed camera. All the features are working fine. If you want, you can use any Gcam ports, even ANX camera also you can flash. Once this ROM becomes official, you can use those things. And coming to DRM info, here you will get Wide 1 level 1 certification, hence you can watch OTT applications in HD content, not a problem. And internet speeds are also okay. Wi-Fi connection with mobile data, it's not a problem. Even the call recording, while calling, everything is fine, no problem here. That's not a problem with this ROM. Echo or anything like that with earpiece, those things are not present, it's fine. And coming to safety net status, let's see whether it get passed or not. Yes, it get passed. Fortunately, it's very good that you can use payment applications and WhatsApp, everything will be fine in this ROM. And coming to Geekbench scores, here is the multi-score performance is excellent. Let me show you. As you can see, the multi-score is 1477 and single score is 486, which is pretty good. The kernel used here is this one, because of that this score can be achievable. And also the battery life is okay, not best, but it's not bad also, and you can definitely try it out as a daily run. The best thing is, let me move into the, and this is the power button. You even get the advanced restart button also. And let me move into the settings. Here come the derp space. Here you get plenty of customization in this ROM. As you can see, in the battery settings you get battery style. As you can see, plenty are given. You can choose one among them. I have kept here circular one. And battery bar location also you can change, and plenty of options. As you can see, once you enable that, you will get these options. In the carrier label, you get carrier label location, and custom carrier label option is also available. You can choose that. And clock and date settings, you get all these options. And status bar items, as you can see, you can enable or disable from here. And traffic indicators are given, you can enable those. And miscellaneous settings, you get Derpfest logo, show data disabled icon, 4G icon, VoLTE icon, roaming indicator. All these things you can check out here. If you enable that, you will get. And in the quick settings panel, you get vibrate on touch, edit icon, quick settings, pull down, battery estimate, smart pull down, show brightness slider. Plenty are given. Even you can change the animations from here. In the lock screen shortcuts, you get these kind of shortcuts. As you can see, default right shortcut, you can choose among apps. This handy feature you can definitely try out. In the lock screen UI also, you can change plenty of options are given. You can enable or disable from here. The customization, you can use the custom color here. That's the first time with Android 12 I am seeing. It's pretty good. General settings also you can change here. Alert notifications, we don't have any. Charging animation, toast app icon, those are given. This is how the derp space. Plenty of customization are there. In the app settings, usual settings, default apps, those things are given. Notifications also, bubbles features are also fine, not a problem. You can enable or disable these kind of options. Coming to battery, as I said, battery saver options is given. Not extreme battery saver is not present, but it's there. Battery saver and low battery light, you can blink LED when battery is low. Those feature is also given. Some of the simple things might make this ROM beautiful. That's how it is. The battery life is also okay, not bad, but definitely not a great battery life from this ROM. And coming to display settings, you get adaptive brightness, live display, lock screen, screen time, or dark theme is also working fine. As you can see, you can schedule it out also. This is how the dark theme looks in the UI settings UI, and even the UI. This is how the dark theme looks. Let me disable that. Font size also you can adjust. Here there is a option of pure black, which is really good for me. Let me once check out. I am waiting for this. Now it will become pure black. It's really good. This is the one thing I have noticing in other ROMs, that they need to provide this option. to use pure black in dark theme. That will make the experience better. And all the options you can see here. Even you can enable the refresh rate option here. You can check out here. Tap to wake, all this are available, and wallpapers and style, you get all these basic things. And accessibility menu, which is my favorite. As you can see, you need not to press any volume button or power button to get access. As you can see, just press this volume up and down. You can adjust from here. Even you can use the brightness. Even you can lock the screen. That's not a problem. And coming to security settings, as you can see, the fingerprint unlock. Let me show you once again. It's pretty fast, and you get only fingerprint unlock, no face unlock, and no app unlock is present in this ROM. That you need to be noted out. Privacy, location, and password and accounts. In system, you get gesture settings. Here you get navigation bar length, you can increase but not the radius. I hope in the upcoming builds they also include to adjust the radius of the gesture bar length. Gesture bar radius. This is how the ROM performance. Everything is working fine in this ROM, not a problem. As you can see, you can take screenshot from here and also clear it, and this accessibility menu is also working fine in this ROM. Let's open the BGMI. You can use GFX tool also, but I am using without GFX tool. Let's see. And in the graphic settings, you get Smooth Plus Ultra and HD and I. If you want, you can use Smooth Plus Extreme using the GFX tool. That's all guys in this video. I hope you liked the video. Give it a like if you liked the video, and if you're still not subscribe it. And thank you for watching guys. We'll meet you with another interesting video. Until that, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.